Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today we have an exclusive interview for you guys talking about Zombies Chronicles 2 with Roman and what I was telling him about Die Rise Remastered.
Welcome back to another one of these videos.
Let's get into this,
Roman,
though,
and today I'm interviewing the man, the myth,
yes.
the legend, Mr. T. Lex.
It was an absolute pleasure.
Exo survival.
So I hit up Lex on Twitter.
Yeah, dude, you know, we grow and change, you know? We grow and change.
Would you be interested in doing a small little interview, maybe over Twitter, maybe we could hop on a call? He decided to do it over Twitter. That's completely fine with me. It means you're going to have to hear my beautiful voice for the rest of the
I
video.
definitely want to give some more commentary.
I asked him 12 questions
everything.
about Zombies Chronicles 2 and how the project's coming along with Die Rise Remastered. So, I'm going to put the Twitter screenshots on the left side if you want to follow along with my voice.
Baby.
Is
I'm
there
excited.
a release date up in the air for your map as a standalone project, or will it come out with Zombies Chronicles 2? If so, when? Even if a rough estimate. To which I got the very streamlined response of end of 20... Hello? To which I got the very streamlined response of end of 2023 / beginning of 2024 for Die.
Yeah, and so, like, basically, Die Rise and Mob of the Dead are, like, the two maps that we can kind of guarantee for audiences that we're going to have out quite quickly. Because of the fact that COD 2024 is at the end of 2024, we're still practically a whole year and a half out, even from this point, which is insane. And so, the hardest part about remastering these maps is porting all the weapons into higher quality. We have them all in 4K beautiful quality, and once that's all done for Die Rise, a lot of those maps, or a lot of the other guns that we've remastered, will just be brought into Mob of the Dead, so we won't have to make too many more other than like the BO2 Death Machine and the AK-47 and all the exclusive weapons that Mob of the Dead has. So yeah, we can easily get that for COD 2024. I have been watching a Disney Plus movie called Atlantis: Lost Empire, and I've been gathering a lot of, like, innovation and ideas from that, because I was thinking, like, man, maybe the next map we should try and do is maybe kind of what Chaos was going to do for their DLC 3. Apparently, DLC 3 for Chaos was supposed to be an underwater, like, some sort of, like, cool zombies map like that. A lot of people were wanting an underwater map. Leviathan did it. I would love to do it with an Atlantis. That would be sick. And then obviously the Great War. But again, before COD 2024, I can only guarantee you guys Die Rise and Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead will just be mapping, not much weapons, but other than that, I'm so excited, man.
Mob Remastered will also be before
COD
2024.
Yes,
That's
sir.
insane, knowing the fact we're going to be getting 2 of the Zombies Chronicles 2
Yeah,
maps
it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited.
This is huge. My second question was, where are you guys currently at with Die Rise Remastered? What features have been fully implemented, etc.? To which I got the response, 1 out of 3 towers are finished, and the second one is being developed. Sliquifier is almost done. Over 120 weapons are being remastered in 4K, which is taking the longest. After that, it'll just be the mapping process, and once the weapons are done, it'll be easier / faster to release Mob, because most of them will be the same.
So exactly what I just explained. And also, the Sliquifier, ladies and gentlemen, is done. Look at these beautiful images by Zella. This is absolutely gorgeous for the Sliquifier here. I am so impressed. He's also got a couple more photos exclusively on my Twitter. If you guys want to sub to check it out, see all of the new stuff that we're putting into Die Rise. Your input matters. You will also have a say and get a lot of stuff early, like the weapon mods and stuff. So I'm super excited about that. And yeah, man, it's gonna be insane. We're gonna upload Mob of the Dead remaster stuff there, potentially Atlantis, and then Great War. Like, it'll be sick, man. I'm so
This is
pumped.
actually some insane details.
Yeah.
We now know that 1 out of 3 towers are finished, meaning that we could be looking at an earlier release date than imagined. Of course.
Yeah, and so like I said, I don't want to give a specific month, but the second tower is coming along. Zella just finished the upside down mystery box room in Die Rise, and so all he really has to do is the rest of that area, the elevator shaft, and then the Buddha room. And so that tower will take the longest, the leaning tower, and then the third tower is not that much because everything is right at the bottom floor, right? So that can be done very easily, and then that top area also just needs to be mapped out. But again, I'm so excited. Zell is focusing on the mapping. Dobby, one of our other developers, is focusing all on the guns. We also have Boris, who's helping us out with the 5 remaster he's doing. He's also making weapons as well with Dobby. So awesome. I love the community coming in here. It has just been so amazing.
Here, but my thought process is they only began working on this 7 months ago.
If
a 7 months. Map is basically completed, bro, we might be looking at an early release date.
That's
and
correct.
Also, the mention of the 120 weapons, that is insane, man. And I think you guys are doing a fantastic job with the intricate.
And again, we do want to say we will be doing a whole mod pack for that once it is fully done. That will come out first before any map, period.
Details, it's some Treyarch grade level stuff. My third question is kind of the one I've been wanting to know is there a planned test build for content creators? If so, when? Which I got the response, yes. Dobby and Zella have Patreons where they're allowing people
Go
to play test
support
early,
the
so if you're
Patreons,
interested, go
boys.
for it. Won't be
Yes,
content
sir.
creators, mainly anyone interested. So you heard them.
Exactly. So if you want to play test Die Rise, hit up Dobby, hit up Zella. I'll have everybody's links in the description. I'm so excited to see like how far these guys can push their amazing game skills with creating maps, creating higher quality weapons. Like the custom workshop is so alive in 2023. It's beautiful,
Man, if you want to play Die Rise
Beautiful.
Remastered early, get over to them Patreons and go support
Yes,
these developers.
sir,
They're worth
man.
it. For my fourth question, I asked, how long have you been working on the project? What is keeping you all motivated to work on the project consistently? I got the response saying, started at the beginning of 2023, and we've done so much for 7 months. It's insane.
It was
Community
a lot.
input and suggestions to see this map come to life is incredible, and it's what motivates us.
Every single thing that you guys comment, all of it, I've read every single comment about Die Rise. I want to make this like the best for every single person that's either hated the map, that's loved the map, that wants to see more out of the map, that wants the map to be the same. I hope it'll be one of the greatest experiences, and I hope it really puts Zella and Dobby on the map because they are some of the greatest developers I've ever seen for custom maps, and it is beautiful, man.
This is what I was getting at in my older videos. These developers need your support and backing, and they just need so many voices to come together and want their project to come to fruition because it keeps people, it makes it feel like you're making your time worthwhile. And developing a project for a game can be so time constraining. So the more support these guys get, probably the faster it'll come out.
And yeah, like the support so far has been absolutely immense. Dobby and Zella are streaming. You guys are going out there and supporting and showing your love. It's amazing. And there's nothing but hearts I give you guys for that. Because seriously, without you, it would not be anything.
This question was,
that's
are there
the
any
truth.
new areas on the map? For example, a new door that leads to a new area, or even just a hallway? To which I got the very cryptic response of, yes, but I can't explain them because we want players to figure them out. Very cryptic, Jason Blood.
Yeah, and so like we are having basically like a whole new Easter egg quest, right? And like we don't want to give anything away. We want that little bit of element of surprise. Obviously, on my Twitter subscribers, I'll leak a little bit of information and I'll make it like so that there's a little bit here and there. But other than that, I'm telling y'all, you're going to be excited once you figure out what we're doing. And again, if you don't care, just play the remaster.
Put down, motherfucker. I love it. Let's move on. My sixth question was, are there plans for any new buildables? If not, how have they been implemented and have they been changed in any way? Which I got the response, yes. Again, I can't explain them yet. Navcard table will most likely be removed as that whole system will be altered towards a super Easter egg mod across all the Victus maps, which will be the first time something like that has happened on the Steam Workshop.
And yeah, that's going to be insane because the fact that, like, listen, the nav card table system is absolutely caca. Like, we want to get rid of it. We'll just streamline it through a mod, and this will be one of the first times that this has happened between Virko's Transit, Zella, Dobby, and I's Die Rise, and then with Slane's Buried. And so it's going to be really cool seeing the unique rewards across the three. I'm imagining Slane will keep Buried very, very similar, almost like a one-to-one remaster, which I'm totally fine with. Even if Die Rise and Transit just has that extra oomph to it, I think that would be really insane.
This is quite promising, as we might be seeing some changes to our favorite buildables.
And go check out Roman. Yeah, he's a legend. Sub to the man.
That is a good step in the right direction because I fucking hate that step.
Yeah, people have even suggested like we could have a nav card system where like maybe you put it in and like unlock something secret or something, you know, like it actually does something in the map, right? And so we'll have to see, right? The remaster and the reimagining will definitely have different things like that. So just stay tuned and we'll keep you guys updated on all that.
My seventh question I asked, has Who's Who been altered or changed in any way?
And we have talked about this before.
Yes. When you're down, you get an M1911 from rounds 1 to 5.
Yeah.
MSMC for round 5 to 10.
Round 6 to 10.
AN94 for rounds 10 to 25.
Round 11 to 25, but yeah, you get it.
Ray Gun for rounds 25 to through
26 to 50.
And a Sliquifier for rounds 50 plus.
Yeah.
Instead of always getting the M1911. Sliquifier base still caps out at 100, so the perk will be good until then. That's insane that they've reworked Who's Who to actually be a useful perk.
And that is the easiest way to just refix it, is give something better off spawn. And also, I just literally suggested this to Dobby and Zella because I was thinking, like, wouldn't it be sick if we had some sort of way to like maybe have a side Easter egg where you get an upgraded ballistic knife when you go down? So like after round 100 with the Sliquifier, if you want to do the side Easter egg to get the ballistic knife so you have a better chance of hitting yourself, That would be really cool. So
because before
I think it's
feel
a cool
like it was
idea.
more of a hindrance than a buff.
Of course, yeah, and we want to make it a buff.
That's quite
we
good.
want to
My
make it a
question
buff.
I asked, will the Sliquifier be upgradable? If so, will it be as simple as pack-a-punching it, or will it have a quest line? Which I got the most Treyarch response you could ever think of, which was, yes, won't explain any further.
And so this is where the video title is in here. Rest in peace, Sliquifier. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be having an upgrade quest, and all I want to say is forget what you know about the Sliquifier. Think Portal. And that's all I'm going to say.
Fair enough.
That's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to speculate here, so here we go. I think there's going to be upgrades for the Sliquifier where you can change out the little mag that goes on the top of it with the little perk canister. Kind of like the baby gun in its original concept art. If this
we'll
is
just have to see.
I honestly think they can make the Sliquifier kind of like an elemental weapon. Make it available for all 4 players. Anyway, speculation over. Let's move on to question 9. For my 9th question, I asked, are there any plans to alter the main quest in Die Rise Reimagined in comparison with Die Rise Remastered? Remember the maps are being split up into 2 sections, where Reimagined will have some extra things that Lex
and
wants
then
to
Remastered
add,
will be the
will just
original.
Be good old Die Rise,
exactly,
Black Ops 2, just with buff graphics and buff weapon textures. To which I got a very long response saying that people really wanted us to keep it the same, so the only thing we're really changing is the Maxis side ballistic knife step.
I know it seems like a very specific thing and almost arbitrary thing to change, but that's the thing. Like, I even was like asking Jimmy Zielinski, and he actually said for us to keep the final step of the Mahjong tiles, which I think is fair, and to keep a lot of the other steps, but the one thing I do want to change, because everybody agrees is stupid, is the random upgraded ballistic knife, shoot it in the Buddha room.
Because everybody agrees it's completely stupid.
You know?
Plan on making a step where you get the ballistic knife that falls on a meteor, and where you do a mini free run step to harken back to it.
Yes, so it's basically like a mini little parkour step, and I think it won't like change the amount of time difference, because the thing is that a lot of the times people are spinning for upgraded ballistic knife. It can just be such a hassle, right? And so this will just make it just the same and a little bit more extra, and it only affects one of the Easter eggs. So if you want to do Richtofen, it's the exact same. For Maxis, again, it'll be the exact same. For the remaster, though, we'll probably just leave it the exact same as well, just like in the original, but I mean, it is what it is, you know.
Very fun. A 3rd Easter egg outside the Maxis / Richtofen will be in place with a special reward. You will still only be able to do 1 Maxis or Richtofen per game.
Yes, and I have actually said what this special reward is on my Twitter subscriptions if you want to check that out. But yes, this 3rd Easter egg as well. So each game, you can only either do Maxis or Richtofen. This 3rd Easter egg, you will be able to do every single game because of its special reward. So I think you guys are going to be so excited with what we're doing with this and how we're tying in all the lore. It's going to be amazing.
But they give different outcomes this time. This is interesting, as adding a 3rd side to the Easter eggs in comparison with Black Ops 2 with the original 2 sides of the coin kind of thing is very, very interesting. And
it'll be really fun because I think it'll add to the lore and make people really realize what Treyarch was initially trying to do with Die Rise. There's so much in the radios, if you've ever wanted to listen to them and actually like learn what's happened in the map, that we want to sort of keep going and express on. We've actually talked to Twitter accounts, making sure all the information that we're going to try and put out could be within the timeline of zombies, and so far we've got it, which is so incredible, and I'm excited, man.
And I'm excited to see if it's going to be some kind of neutral path where you don't help either and the whole world just goes to destruction. That'll be pretty cool. Anyway, moving on. For my 10th question, I asked, are there any changes to the elevator system? This is because I feel it's one of Die Rise's flaws, and your insight would be amazing. Yes, won't explain any further. Map flow will be a big thing we try and improve on.
And this is the truth, because we want to make sure that there's a lot of different ways and faster ways to traverse both horizontally and vertically. This was the biggest problem in Die Rise, is waiting for elevators. There's no flow because you break the flow as soon as somebody has to just hoard one zombie for like 5 minutes to go on the elevator. And so this is something we are completely changing. We will be adding multiple mechanics to change this. If you want to go check out my Twitter, you can see more about it there. But as of right now, I'm keeping it on the down low. But I think some people might know some of the stuff we're doing already. Think elevator keys. So
this is such
really big.
Promising news and information, because I hate the way the perks are in the elevators and how they play.
No other zombies map has as bad of a map flow as Die Rise, in my opinion. Other than maybe Transit, where it's just excessive running. This is just excessive waiting, which I think is even worse than excessive running. Because at least on Transit, you could randomly teleport, right?
Out in Die Rise is one of the reasons why I don't like the map at all. So if this is being fixed, this map could be one of my favorites. Yeah. For my 11th question, I asked, are there any plans for a reveal trailer anytime soon? Short and sweet response here. I got, trailer won't be until mapping and guns are fully done.
And it's crazy because I even asked my good old friend Chroma Stone, who made the Call of the Dead trailer, to make a trailer. And now that my man is at Raven Software, he's like, bro, I'm on to bigger and better things. And I'm like, yes, dude, let's go. So trailer will be coming out soon. And the person who is creating the trailer will be the one and only Zella, the man who has made the map in and of itself. And so I'm so excited to see how he puts out this trailer. He's made incredible trailers for Clinic of Hell, Clinic of Evil, all of this stuff. And even with Town, and I think you guys are going to absolutely love it.
Done. Understandable. You don't want your trailer looking like a fucking Gmod map with missing textures.
True.
My final question, and I tried to end off with a little bit of a banger, and I asked, how is Zombies Chronicles 2 going to be implemented into Black Ops 3? Will it be a giant workshop file, or will they be standalone maps? Which I got the very, very short and sweet response, but I feel like it wraps it up nicely. Each map will release separately, potentially in a random order, but we're thinking Transit and Die Rise will release first, and Buried will probably be before Q2 or Q3 of 2024.
Yeah, so SlayandZM has been a little bit inactive on Twitter in terms of uploading stuff on Buried. He's definitely been working on it incredibly hard, though, so I'm definitely not throwing any shade at him. And so there's still a lot of talks that I have to talk with Verco for Transit and for Slain with Buried, and how we're going to tie in the Super Easter egg and then all that stuff. And then also, we're going to make sure that everybody can enjoy the maps as out standalone. It's not going to be like Black Ops 4 where 4 maps just release all at once. One day you're going to see a release date pop out for Transit. Next thing you know, you're going to have the official release date for Die Rise and then for Buried. And so it'll just be like how Black Ops 2 originally was, where we got one map and then had a little bit of a break and then another map. And then all 3 of these maps hopefully will release before 2024. I've made this a massive, massive point for every single custom content creator to release all of their Zombies maps before 2024, because what happens if COD 2024 bombs and nobody wants to care about custom maps after, right? And so that is a very, very important thing that I want to make sure nobody has that type of stuff happen when they put in thousands and thousands of hours into their maps.
This means we're definitely getting some maps before the release of COD 2023.
Yeah.
This is good news.
Yes.
It means the hype won't die down for Zombies Chronicles.
Victus is coming out next month. There's going to be a ton of hype as well. Modern Warfare 3 Zombies will be at the end of the year. I personally won't be purchasing it because I'm pretty sure it'll just be DMZ with zombies. And so I'll probably be like at least watching a video about it. But other than that, I think the content on customs might be just infinitely better.
Chronicles 2, a lot of people will be wanting to
play
Chronicles.
It is the way it is.
That was it, basically. I
Yes.
tried asking as many questions as I saw in the comments, and what you guys have been wanting to ask me, and I haven't really had the answers to, so here you go. This is it in one big video.
Incredible video, Roman. That was really fun. And I enjoyed your questions. It was really good, man.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to drop a...
No, I mean, listen, it's fun with Die Rise because there's so much to think about and so many different things. With Mob of the Dead, the next map we're doing, I mean, we want to keep this as simplistic as possible. There's practically really only one change that we really want to do for Mob of the Dead, and that is somehow include the magma gap. We don't really know how at this point. Everybody sort of agrees that that was one of the best things from Blood of the Dead, and so we want to bring that into the map, obviously, and have it.
If you want to see more content like this, why don't you subscribe?
But
it's
yes,
completely free, and you can always change it.
Absolutely
If
amazing
you want to see
video,
more content
Roman.
every month, consider hitting that join button. You get exclusive videos every month.
Yes, sir, boys. Hit up Roman. Absolutely. Check him out. Like the video. Subscribe. I don't even know why I'm not subscribed, bro. I'm on my second channel. Oh, that's why. What is going on? But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for the video. Again, check out everybody in the link in the descriptions. This is all happening because of you guys, and I am so incredibly excited to see what you guys have to say once this finally releases. It's going to be amazing. Thank you again so much, and I'll see y'all, ladies and gentlemen, in that next one, baby.